Well, let's check your forecast now. Meteorologist Peter Hall is out on the weather deck, and people today, Pete, are either cheering or they're climbing inside of a hole.
Yeah, or maybe just getting ready a little bit, looking for a shovel here and there, Peter.
That's a great idea. In fact, that's exactly what many of Central New Yorkers should be looking for. Where's your snow brush for the car? Make sure it's in there. And where's your shovel or shovels? Because, well, we're all going to need it this season anyway. And like we've been saying for a week now, we've been pounding the table about Monday night, Tuesday, Monday night, Tuesday. This is the time where we're going to get the most snow of the entire week. So let's start there. Here are our next weather makers. So it's a snowy situation tonight through Tuesday. So this period, especially when you talk about late tonight through, let's say, mid to late morning tomorrow, this is basically the meat and potatoes of the worst weather. Why? That's likely when the most snow will fall and actually stick. Part of that is because temperatures after mid-morning or even late morning will be above freezing. And it'll still be snowing, but with borderline temperatures at or above freezing, some of that won't stick. So again, travel late tonight through early and mid-morning tomorrow will be at its worst. But remember, tomorrow's Veterans Day, so that helps out that schools are closed and some people have the day off. We're still going to struggle after Tuesday. Basically, almost every day, we have more cloud cover than everything else and spotty rain and wet snow showers. So after you get through this week, you're going to be like, oh, that plus the fact that temperatures, at least for highs, are going to be below average. It's kind of a poor pattern. The weekend at this point, the best chance for sun would be Saturday midday and afternoon, with Sunday potentially bringing back some rain. Let's look at the Fossil Service Experts Live Triple Doppler radar. There's actually some regular storm snow in eastern New York. Right now we've got some flurries and just the beginnings of a band of snow right about in there. Kind of a spray of snow too. What I think will happen is a large spray of snow will happen east and southeast of the lake with 1, 2, or 3 bands of slightly steadier snow, which you can already start seeing at 8 o'clock. This band right in here and this band too. So let's see where it goes next. You can kind of see it's pretty repetitive with a west-northwest wind flow, which is very favorable for snow to be persistent and consistent through the nighttime, especially late nighttime hours and morning and midday. Now you still see some snow. Thing you may notice here is that it gets broken up in the afternoon and temperatures get above freezing. That's why I think tomorrow afternoon should not be as bad road-wise if you're driving around. So how much snow am I talking about? Here's my snowfall graphic for you. So I'll step out of the way real quick and then I'll come back in. You can see there's a huge difference between the Finger Lakes region, the far north country, and the rest of eastern Lake Ontario areas and central New York areas. You can see the main show for lake effect snow this go around is over central New York. Also note the difference between the shoreline and just inland and the higher elevations and where the snow persists. So I will say this, I'm going for a large area getting 3 to 6 inches. If you're in the dark blue, that's probably going to be some range you'll be in. Now there will be some spots that get more than 6. The best chances are in the white. Now could there be some white in some of the hill towns south of Syracuse? Certainly possible. And if the snow decides to persist in one spot or one corridor a little longer than everybody else, you might end up getting more than 6. There will be more snow on grass, vehicles versus roads, even tonight through tomorrow due to those borderline temperatures. Anyway, after we get through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, rather cloudy, passing rain and wet snow showers and an odd peak of sun. Saturday afternoon is brightest, and then you can see, look at all these temperatures. All those highs are below average. Stanley Law Skywatch. It is snowing lightly, but for now, roads are okay, but they'll get progressively worse. Remember, this is our first snowfall, so even if you're doing the right thing, let's keep an eye out on people driving the wrong way back inside.